What does a successful country look like? For 80 years, economic growth, measured in gross domestic product, or GDP, has been the usual measure of success. But isn't there more to life than money? How did GDP take over our lives? And where do we go from here? To answer this, we need to go back to 1932. America wants to know if its economy is recovering from the Great Depression. The government asks economist Simon Kuznets to develop a new measure. Kuznets introduces GDP to the world in January 1934. A decade later, World War II ends. Nations look to economic growth for employment and basic goods and services to maintain a fragile peace and lead the way out of poverty. GDP comes into its own, the signpost on the path to a better world. Yet even Simon Kuznets himself issued a clear early warning. The welfare of a nation can scarcely be inferred from a measurement of national income as defined by the GDP. Bobby Kennedy, speaking in 1968, warned the world against reading too much into GDP. It does not allow for the health of our families, the quality of their education. It measures everything, in short, except that which makes life worthwhile. Economic growth, measured by GDP, has helped lift millions out of poverty. But a focus on GDP alone masks real problems. GDP says nothing about sustainability or inequality. And GDP counts the money we spend on policing crime or clearing up after natural disasters as economic progress. It's time for a radically different, more direct approach to measuring social progress, one that measures what really matters in our lives. So major corporations and foundations have teamed with leading scholars to create the Social Progress Index, not to replace GDP, but to complement it. To bring business, civil society, and government together around one set of data, directly measuring social progress on the things that matter, like clean water, electricity, education, and opportunity for all. Now, isn't that a better way to live? We are at the start of an exciting journey, and we want you to join us. To find out more, please visit our site, www.socialprogressimperative.org.